What is going on, chat, and welcome back to the channel here today. Got this article pulled up here. Shout out to Sports Illustrated for that. I'll have a link to it down below in the description. Basically, it's just a quick article here. It goes over 5 PGA Tour players who look ready to win their first major in 2023. Now, before I even clicked on the article and I first just read the title, a couple golfers that I thought would fit this popped up to my mind. And I think that this article got those down pretty well. So as you can see, the first two people the article points out, the first one was literally probably the first name that came to my head, that being Will Zalatoris. Crazy to think. I mean, before the 2021 Masters when he finished second, me and I'm sure a lot of other people out there had never even heard of his name before. Obviously, jump on to the scene like that and finish second in the Masters before he even points out, before he was even a full-time member. Will Zalatoris, I think, is definitely going to be one of those just like big name event guys. I mean, he's already shown it to this point with a second at the Masters. He lost to the PGA in a playoff this year with was that Justin Thomas, and then he finished second to Matt Fitzpatrick in the U.S. Open. I mean, come on now, the results just speak for themselves. And then second here, obviously, as you see, it points out, that being Patrick Cantlay. So weird because Cantlay always comes around like later in around like the FedEx Cup playoffs. At the end of the year, he always seems to be playing so well. He just has yet to put in like that big major finish. He's always there in like the bigger PGA Tour events. So like he has it, but it's just, when is it finally going to become put together in a major? Going back to like the FedEx Cup playoffs the last like 2 years, can you think of a more clutch putter out there? Third person that the article points out here, that is Tom Kim. Kim has just been like the little PGA Tour, like, I don't know, golden boy as of recently. Everybody's been pointing out his potential, and I think he's earned that right. Definitely need to see him put in like a full year's worth on the PGA Tour, I think, before we really start considering him for majors. But I mean, at the same time, you just can't be surprised if he wins a major. The talent is clearly there. I just think the difference between like him and Zalatoris on the list, being the two young guys, I guess there's not as much pressure to win now as these other guys. The article takes us to the man himself, Tony Finau. Tony Finau had that little winning streak this year. That was definitely great to see for him. I mean, you just see videos online, and I think everyone in the golf world says like Tony Finau is literally like the nicest guy out there. I literally think the entire golf world wants to see Tony Finau get a big one. The final person on the list here, and that is the man himself, Xander Schauffele. Schauffele, you could definitely compare to a guy like Finau. Both of them had their little streaks there where they were not getting any wins. And then like last year in 2022, they each had like their own little runs there. Going back to the 2021 Masters, I really thought that Schauffele was going to end up winning that. Obviously, Hideki gets the win. Zalatoris finished second. Schauffele, I remember on 16, he went into the water there, and that was just kind of it. I mean, we've definitely seen the guy compete in majors before. We've seen him. Obviously, he won that gold medal in the last Olympics. Took home the victory for that. That's obviously cool to see. You've seen the guy compete before. It's going to happen eventually. He's just such a solid player. Yeah, let me know down below on who would you replace on this list for your guys' players that you think will win their first major in 2023. I think I said, man, these 5, very solid. Don't really know who you can replace here, but that is it for this one. I will see you on the next one. Until then, peace.